Welcome back to the Weekend Roundup, everybody. It's Maddie and Lauren. Do we normally introduce ourselves? I feel like we don't.
But maybe we should. I'm Lauren.
Yeah, I'm Maddie.
Some people can't tell voices apart on the podcast. And you know what? I listened the other day to our own podcast because, I'm obsessed with myself. And I kind of had a little bit of a hard time sometimes.
Really?
Not at the start because our voices are a little bit more performative in the beginning.
When we have our whole little intro script,
but later on.
Right here.
Yeah, later on when our voices
when we get
mellow
going.
out.
When we get going.
Yeah, it'll sound the same because we talk the same.
Yeah, we have the same mannerisms.
As some would say.
Mm-hmm.
But today we are, if you're watching on the YouTube, which you should, because this is a very visual day today.
This is a very visual app.
Me and Maddie are all dressed up because we have a social appearance that we need to make. I have to go home afterwards and write papers, but we definitely look really cool in the studio right now. Cooler than usual because it's not our Sunday morning.
It's not our Sunday morning.
This is our
Saturday night. This is our Saturday night.
I watched Olivia Rodrigo's Driving Home to You video on Disney Plus. If you haven't watched, highly, highly recommend. Mark, I saw you watch it with your girlfriend, and after you watched it, I watched it.
I haven't watched
Thanks,
it.
Thanks, Rilla, for the telling me what to watch. But now I just have decided to dress like a Y2K girly for the night.
Of course.
Because it's never been my vibe, but I like to get experimental.
It's trendy.
That's what I'm looking. That was my go-to look for today with the choker and the necklace and everything. What about your outfit? What are you going for? It's very cool. I like these jackets.
It's a little thanks. This is my favorite jacket. I thrifted it.
Yeah.
You've definitely heard me say that if you've ever met me and saw me wearing it, because
you're a thrifty girl.
Only with some stuff. I don't know. This was a major cop, Doc Marten.
Nice.
And then also wearing the Doc Martens on.
You're looking hard.
The platforms. I know. I kind of look like I'm about to curb stomp somebody, though. Not gonna lie.
Don't say curb stomp. People hate that.
Oh.
It makes people uncomfortable. It freaks Bishop out when people say curb stomp.
Really?
Yeah. Take it back.
Okay, cut this out.
No,
I look like I'm about to fight someone. Yeah. I don't know.
So before we start off our night of social gathering, we decided to pre with Underground Snax.
The Underground Special.
Look at this. Underground Snax. If you are not on the YouTube, I recommend you go over because we're about to take a look at what we got in here. They sent us this lovely package. Oh, wow.
Whoa, there's kind of a lot.
Look at this.
Wow.
Lots to go through. Let's go through it. If you are listening on Apple Music or Spotify, head over to our YouTube channel, The Weekend Roundup, because we're looking through what we got.
Yeah, we'll describe. We'll do a little ASMR.
Yeah, this could be a little ASMR moment. What do you have, Mads?
O-rings. Ringos. Cheese and onion Ringos.
These are squishy clouds. Interesting. I like this. Wait.
I'm so excited. Is it you that's obsessed with the original taco seasoning mix?
Yeah, you know I am.
We had taco night literally the other night.
This would have been perfect.
Looks like next week we're doing it again.
Pop Rocks. This is so nostalgic. I feel like I'm just like...
Pop Rocks. Green apple.
Okay. Rice Krispies, chocolate strawberry, crispy marshmallow squares. This is crazy. I'm about to have the craziest snacks at school tomorrow. I sound like a 5th grader.
Rum and butter candy bar.
I feel like some of these have to be from other countries.
Can I try this right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, here's a good example. Is this looks like a Chips Ahoy, but from like an Asian country.
Bro.
That's interesting.
Smell this. It smells so good.
That does smell really good.
I want a candle. I want a rum and butter candle.
This is how we should start preying before we go out, is just eat a fuck ton of candy. Honestly, thank you, Underground Snax,
seriously,
for fulfilling our munchies for the next however long. This is, look, Maddie's spot, it's already a little bit of the, Maddie's house is already a little bit of the smoke spot. And I think that this is going to bring up our credibility, like.
Look at this Eggo Pop-Tarts.
Damn, how do they even get these? I can feel like it feels like an Eggo underneath.
It's like a handwritten like thing, Eggo. I'm not sure we should trust that, guys.
There's so many random.
Just kidding.
There's so much random like stuff from different countries. Like, how do you even get a hold of this stuff?
Pineapple gummy fruits.
Look at this. This is. I don't even know what this is. Look at that. What do you think it tastes like? Lobster. Well, we have to try this one.
Whoa.
It has like crawfish on
Lobster flavor? What is it?
Crawfish or lobster or... Oh, gosh. It's childproof. I can't get in.
Some kind of shellfish candy. Can I have an Airheads ropes right now?
You can have whatever you want, girl.
Oh, they're not real.
It's all prop food.
I'm like, oh, my jaw.
Okay, do you think this is going to taste like lobster?
This is crazy.
Here, try this.
I'll wash it down.
It smells like lobster. I don't know how much I'm going to like this, but let's try it. Here.
Dude.
Try it.
I'm like nervous.
It just smells like lobster. It doesn't taste like it.
I'm trying to decide what it tastes like.
Not lobster. Go ahead.
It smells like...
I don't drop everything.
Do you know what it tastes like?
What?
Some kind of like chowder. Like it tastes like seafood chowder.
Wow. What a flavor. These look interesting too. Are these like matcha candies? They must be. Look at them. There's stuff from
Chakrams.
Chakra. Oh, we gotta try these ones. We'll try these.
It's a hilarious title.
Look at them. They're so cute.
This is matcha candy.
Oh, these ones go hard.
Oh my god.
They're adorable. I think this is my favorite one. I mean, I've only tried one.
Look how hilarious that is. It's those freaking...
It's a little shroom. Little shroom.
That's so weird looking.
I wish I got my nails done for this. I have to be honest, everyone. This is very vulnerable. These are good.
No, that reminds me of something too.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of like grandma's house. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Damn,
Flake.
This is good. Thank you so much to Underground Snax for giving us all these amazing candies. We're definitely going to be jumping into these later after he drinks tonight.
I want to know.
Okay, let's pop these Pop Rocks. 40 calories, goddamn.
Isn't that gonna be annoying for the rest of the
It sounds
episode?
like it's raining in my mouth.
What flavor did you have? Mine's like really sour.
Mine's not sour. Mine's grape.
Mine's green apple.
Well, yeah, green apple's sour.
It's like really sour though.
You just can't handle the heat, girl.
Clearly. They are kind of fun. They are fun.
They'll never stop being fun.
All right.
Well, that wraps up this. I'm kidding.
No, we have lots to talk about today.
We do.
While simultaneously having nothing at all to say.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look, we're in finals. And if you can't tell by looking at us,
In fourth year.
we don't sound defeated. I also just had COVID, by the way.
Can we talk about the...
Yeah.
Can we even say...
You can't say it.
Bleep that out.
So we just had our final presentation. And I just live my life now as like before presentation and after presentation because I think it genuinely sucked the soul out of my being.
Yeah. We had a tough week. I think we should just talk about our week.
I think we just
This
had a
isn't
tough
the weekend
week.
roundup. This is the whole week. This is finals week roundup.
Finals week. And we're not even done, man.
We're not even close to done.
We're going out tonight, but then I'm going home and writing a paper about the birds aren't real conspiracy theory, actually, for my media class. But yeah, we had a presentation this week.
And we need to emphasize the significance of this presentation. When you're in public relations, there's one project at the end of your fourth year that is like the project.
Yeah.
It's called the Strategic Planning Challenge.
I think this is the first year that they might have done it, but...
No.
Oh, it's not?
They've been doing it 5 years.
Oh, I
And
guess I didn't pay
it's
close
a whole
enough
thing.
attention.
Like every fourth year does it, every fourth year class, and there's always a winner. The winner gets a gift card, but more importantly, they win.
Yeah. And if there's anything you need to know about PR people, we are competitive.
We love to win.
We love to win.
We love to win. And you got to love every PR person for their drive.
Yeah.
But you can't all win. And we definitely did not. It hasn't been announced yet.
No, it has not.
And here's the thing. So this project is big.
It's a big project.
It's a competition, if you will. Like we were involved in a whole PR competition, and basically you get this huge client,
a real client that we cannot say.
A huge client,
big client
handles all sales of a certain product.
You know them well.
All sales of a certain product.
So we were theoretically like brought on by this anonymous company as a class to make like a communication plan essentially for them. And then we do like a 10-minute pitch presentation, and then you also hand in a report. Yeah. So the pitch presentation. Oh, also the teams. Guess who was in the teams? Me, Maddie, producer Brianna, and our friend Jacob.
Our King Jacob.
Yeah. And so they need a team captain. And
who did we vote? We actually didn't vote. We said not it, and Lauren didn't say it. So Lauren,
I was team captain.
She rode the ship to the ocean floor. Okay, this was not a good day for our school projects.
I created a beautiful slideshow on Canva. Used all my great graphic design skills. I wish I could share it with you all. It was really stunning. Probably because I knew it was like my last big project of university, so I wanted to go out with a little bit of a bang. So I went overboard. And I made this insane presentation with like visuals and graphs and like, it was really nice. Was feeling super confident going in.
And we go in and we're pitching to this like representatives from this company. Like it's the real deal.
Their PR people and comms people are on the board, and like it's just you don't want to fuck up in front of them because you're just going into the PR industry.
There's a panel of people judging your pitch.
Yeah.
Like, and 2 of them are from the company. One of them's the head of the department, and one of them's our prof.
Yep. That was the lineup.
Audience.
That was the lineup.
Not the audience that you want to be seeing, to be honest.
So, unfortunately, if you don't know, I suffered from COVID after Maddie's birthday party.
Didn't get it at my birthday party, though.
No, I didn't get it at
Nobody
your birthday
else
party.
at the party got COVID.
My other roommate got it.
But that was from
we
you,
all got it.
like, to be honest.
But producer Brianna also got COVID. So me and her were locked in the house for like a week, and then the day I got out of isolation.
So there's 4 of us in our group. Half of our group has COVID.
Half the group has COVID. I got out though. The day of presentation was my day out of isolation, but unfortunately Brianna was still in ISO. So we said, okay, well Brianna, you'll join us virtually, and you can use the slides
and
like run the slides.
And so basically, we had a member Zoom calling in essentially. Which is kind of fun. Like, it's like Big Brother. We made the joke a few times.
Yeah.
It was like our little, Jarvis.
Yeah, that's what we were calling her, Jarvis.
It was funny.
So we get into the class, and Brianna texts us. She says, all right, guys, I'm in the classroom, the virtual classroom. Get into class, put the virtual classroom on. Brianna's not there.
I said, Brianna.
So
funny
we're like,
little gag.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just give her a quick call then. So Maddie calls up Brianna.
It's us and the 4 panelists in the room, okay? Like the big names.
Mm-hmm.
And freaking we call Brianna, and what do you hear?
Just the sound of a phone ringing in an empty room. No one's talking. Brianna's not answering.
Awkward.
Brianna's not in the... And then Maddie hangs up and goes, oh, she just texted me. No, she didn't.
And then Jacob's like, so how are you guys doing today? Like, just trying so hard to...
I'm trying to log into my Canva. My Canva, which has only ever had one password my whole life, is telling me that it's wrong. It's locking me out of the account. Brianna finally joins, but she's on mute.
Lauren's done trying to get into her Gmail, bro. And if you've ever tried to get in your Gmail account, it's like 50...
It's like FBI open up.
Seriously.
My phone's beeping because I put my phone at the back of the classroom, so then I have to go walk get my phone.
It took Lauren 6, 2-factor authentications to get into the Gmail.
Yeah.
Did you get into the Gmail?
I got into the Gmail. I'm trying to get Brianna to share her slides. She's not even saying anything. All you can see is just her. Can't get the slides going. Basically, guys, it took 10 minutes to get the slides up. We have
Keep
a
in mind,
10-minute...
you have 10 minutes to do the presentation.
From the minute you walk into the room, it's a 15-minute timer.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Immediately worst case scenario.
Yeah. I start off. I'm the introduction because I'm the team captain. And I'm confident. I'm giving my delivery. Once we get into it, we're fine.
No, we absolutely did a good job.
Yeah, we did.
Until
Until
You go, Brianna goes, and while Brianna's talking,
our professor
holds up a nice typed out sign. 3 minutes left. Are you kidding me?
We have 47 slides to get through in 10 minutes.
I was like, oh my God. So it gets to my part. I'm spitting.
Maddie was spitting fire.
Eminem. Like literally just like going through the slides, not really adding too much, but like having enough. And then I'm still going and it's like 1 minute.
Jacob hasn't even started.
Jacob. We just need to give a shout out to Jacob.
I know,
on this
he
one.
was sweating.
Yeah, well, like, imagine you're, like, the last one.
And there's 1 minute.
And you're like, okay, like, I'm about to bust a rhyme trying to get these slides out.
He started, the second you finished yours, he was starting. It was like a baton pass off.
He goes, okay.
And he,
It's that slide.
like, just started listing off his shit as fast as he could. He's in the middle of a sentence. And our professor goes, I'm sorry, Jacob. I have to cut you off. There's other teams who need to present. We need to end it here.
The worst. We were on the last slide too.
Like
literally
slide.
the last slide before the conclusion, which like we could have skipped the conclusion, you know?
And I just said, oh, this is just our last slide. We'll wrap it up. And he was like, no, like you're done. So
we got kicked out.
As we're awkwardly shuffling
out of
we
the
get
classroom.
kicked out of our presentation. We're awkwardly shuffling out. As we're walking out, the sweet people on this panel say, it was good, guys. Don't be discouraged.
Man, I wasn't until you said that.
You know that TikTok trend where they go like
that.
they stab themselves in the heart and then they pull it out? That is exactly how I felt at that moment. And we walked out and all of our PR friends were waiting to go next and they were like, how was it? And we were just so disappointed. Basically,
I started hysterically laughing.
Yeah. We were having very opposite reactions.
Because Lauren was also pissed, and I find whenever Lauren's really mad, it's not worth it to also be mad.
Yeah, I'm mad enough for later. 2 people.
No, like, also, like, when the slideshow wasn't going on, Lauren was so pissed. I'm, like, trying to make conversation. I'm like, yeah, this is our first presentation in person, like, 2 years. I had to pick out an outfit. Like,
Maddie's
I'm, like, trying to make jokes.
Maddie's hyping up the crowd.
No, I'm warming them up, okay?
I was grinding my teeth underneath my
Lauren
mask.
was literally, like... like freaking out, and she's like, Brianna? Jacob's like sending SOS emojis to the group chat. Oh my God, it was mortifying. It was bad.
Yeah, the reason Brianna wasn't in the chat or in the classroom and couldn't get it, like her screen going, is because for some reason the Wi-Fi in my house blipped out for 10 minutes, which sometimes it will do. It'll just randomly blip out. And it blipped out right as she went to join the virtual class. And yeah, I thought maybe we would get cut a little bit of a break, but I'm not too happy with our grade. And what a great way to end.
Did you see the final? They sent the final grade out?
Yeah. It was on the paper that we got. We got a B.
That's not that bad.
It's not what I wanted.
Well, obviously, but like I thought it was going to be a lot worse, not going to lie. I was like,
we still have to hand in the reports, so maybe we can get our grades back up.
Be fire.
Yeah, I know.
And then we have a whole other project coming.
Yeah, like 5 other ones. Basically, for people who don't know, because they might be confused, we're not graduating in April.
Yeah.
But we are graduating in our 4th year because PR also goes through the summer. So we have summer courses. Like you do 3 for 2 months and then 2 for another 2 months. And then we will graduate in October.
Ecstatic.
Yeah. We're almost
I'm done in-person classes, though. All my classes are
Yep.
online after, like, we have our last class where the winner of this competition gets announced.
Yeah, Monday is our last in-person class of our BPR.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know if we win. A gift card to Eastside Mario's.
Yeah, I don't know if we will be.
We will.
But we are going to try our best.
Maybe we'll just stick to podcasting. I feel like that's our That's where we're at. That's our niche. Like, if this
we can go as long as we want.
Nobody can cut us off. You're like, well.
No, I know. I just wish he sauced us like another 40 seconds. We could have wrapped it up with a nice little bow. But
I know, we were just so close.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You win some, you lose some. And I feel like it's important. We got to talk about the L's too. Although, you want to talk about L's this week.
Yeah.
Me and Lauren were like, you know what? Maybe it'll make us feel better if we wrote down all the L's that have happened.
And all of our W's.
This airhead out of this. This airhead ropes. I'm addicted.
We were having a really bad day the other day. And we decided to write down all of our L's and all of our W's. And I had 2 W's and they were so bad. Like
little bit of a stretch.
They were a reach. And the L's, I had to cut myself off because it was simply too much.
It was actually getting worse. Like I thought it was gonna be like, oh, this beneficial thing.
Yep.
No, guys, it's been a really rough week.
We are struggling.
You know what? Do you want to chat about it?
Yeah, we can chat about it.
I think we should.
Go ahead.
So, I think it really started last Friday.
Yep.
When I get home from a little shift, a little work shift, and my door has been forced open.
Hate to see it.
Terrifying. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, but I knew my roommate had like some people over before, so I was like, holy fuck, it must have just got a little crazy. But I was like, it's weird she didn't text me. Because like normally she'd be like, yo, the fucking door is fucked or whatever. And then I get home and like there's like damage done to the door. There's like wood on the floor. There's like the little like metal thing that like is on the frame. That's on the floor with like screws and stuff. And I'm like, okay. A gust of wind would not have done that. Maybe it could have, because the door wasn't like the most sturdy thing, but like it wasn't even really that windy.
No.
You know? So I get home, the door's open. I'm like, holy fuck.
What has happened here?
Yeah. So I go through the whole house. I have my little like, actually, what did I grab? I think I grabbed like a bat or something.
Smart.
Yeah, and I was like walking around the house, did a whole scope of the apartment, nothing there. So I just put something in front of the door and I'm like, yo, what the heck? Text my roommate. She was like, no, it wasn't like that when we left. They had left like, there was like a point that night where for like 2 hours that nobody was home. So that was the start of my shitty week.
Yep.
Because what the fuck?
Yep.
Like someone was obviously trying to make some kind of statement, like nothing was stolen.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, is that nothing was stolen.
Nothing was stolen. So I just don't really know what that was about. So I've been living in fear for the past week.
Yep.
Quite honestly.
Yep.
You
let it out, girl.
That was the main L of the week, to be honest. Also, the apartment above me, their washer and dryer like exploded. Floods my apartment.
Nice.
My kitchen. Then, the fucking rat is back. Yeah. There's like a rat or something in my wall, or like a squirrel or something, so I keep having to call pest control. My fridge breaks because of the flood, and then I have to unplug it for 24 hours before the fridge like appliance guy comes to fix it, which by the way is like a week later. So we just haven't had any cold food. Our food keeps going wrong or like rotten, you know? And it's finals week.
And it's finals.
And that's why this episode's not really that put together. And that's why it's a Saturday night episode.
We're a little bit of a mess. Also, housekeeping now, I guess, while we have you here. I am leaving. I'm dipping out. I'm going out to Nanaimo to see my best friend,
She's quitting
Jamie.
the show.
I'm quitting the show, and Mark and Jamie are taking my place. There's 3 hosts now. I'm leaving.
You know what? I'm sad we didn't do that as a April Fool's. We were going to say we were going to bring in a 3rd host for April Fool's Day.
Yeah, and then we were just fucked by assignments, and we were like, oh my God, it's April Fool's Day. I don't even...
Like, April Fool's?
Yeah. So I'm going to jet off, and before we jet off, we are going to be recording 3 interviews this week.
Kind of crazy. 3
all in a row.
Back-to-back guests.
Yep. So
and all very exciting guests. I'm so excited about every single one.
Should we say, or should we just kind of let it be a surprise?
We can say. We promote all our episodes.
Yeah.
Like there's no big secrets. One, well, what if they don't happen though?
Yeah. Okay,
we won't say. One is like a really cool fashion icon. One is
another podcast
that we're very excited about.
And one is reoccurring guest ? Maybe.
Yeah, reoccurring guest.
But different. But make it different.
Make it new, make it fresh, make it fun.
Yeah. So do with that what you will.
A little twist.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
This is actually going to be a really fun week podcast-wise if we weren't, like, also drowning in school.
I know. But the thing is that I'm also kind of, like, a little bit nostalgic about this whole finals, like, rushing to get everything done because it's the last time I'm going to do it. Like, summer courses.
My time management is not going to get any better.
Well, I mean, for school. Like, this is kind of my last, like, rush. And I don't know. I guess I'm a little sad. Just because university is ending.
It's a little bittersweet.
It is a little bittersweet. University is coming to a close. I honestly,
final chapter.
Like, I could talk about looking back on university for hours. Like, the amount of growth that I feel that I've had since I first showed up as an 18-year-old to the Mount versus leaving as a soon-to-be 22-year-old. It's insanity. And the first year of university, I remember I was packing up my dorm room with you, and I was like, I just don't think I've changed. I don't think I grew.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
actually.
and I was so scared that I was just going to leave university the same person. No. We are very different.
Honestly,
there's been a lot
you gotta
of
wait
growth.
for the second year.
Yeah, the second
and
year,
third year is where it gets rough.
Yeah.
And then you nice little good bookends, I would say.
Yeah, good bookends. Yeah,
Good
there's
bookends.
been a lot that's gone down in these last 4 years.
Jeez, really
Like,
though.
Do you think you're gonna do school after this?
Yeah, I can see myself doing my MBA.
Same.
Like,
No,
I think that'll be a
maybe not
vibe.
my master's, but I think I do want to get like a business something.
Yeah, a little moment.
A little
moment.
something.
Sprinkle a little business in there.
I like well, if I'm gonna be an official registered licensed girl boss, I need to have actually most girl bosses don't. But I need to have a little bit of a business background, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so we don't really have too much to report on this week since we are
I threw up this week too.
Oh,
Twice.
damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I went to that banquet. I had 2 beer and then I vomit everywhere.
well, just
I
don't
know
have
I'm
the
drinking
one.
now, but it was not good. It was not good. And like, where'd that come from? Throwing up, major L. That goes on the L list.
Mm-hmm.
Not this episode just being like our list of L's. Did we go over any W's? I think we should maybe.
I think my W was I went to the gym this week and
We had a fun little girls' night this week.
we had a nice girls' night.
That was really fun.
Yep. Well, since we don't have too much to report on this week, since all we've been doing is just absolutely grinding our schoolwork,
Grinding and girl bossing.
we decided we have about, I think it's maybe 3 questions of an old questions segment that was recorded and never posted. So we're just
A
gonna
little exclusive.
we're just gonna throw that on the end of this. So some of it might be a little out of season since it was recorded in the winter.
Yeah.
Don't go sledding right now. But yeah, wanted to just give you a little something more for this episode since we're kind of boring schoolgirls this week.
It's hot girl semester.
It's hot girl semester and we're trying to finish it with a bang.
Yeah.
So
100%.
that wraps it up from us, and let's get into the questions.
Go back in time.
Yeah. How to not get attached so fast. Yeah, we are simping at 22 and it's not a good look.
Same here,
I
girlie.
was going to say, well, Maddie's done.
I'm
on
not
this
good for this one.
This is like my house question.
Yeah.
They really just asked me this.
Yep.
Maddie is our notorious in-house simp, so she cannot answer.
Since the trailer, baby.
Cannot answer this question, but I can. So you're gonna want to start really young and develop a lot of years of trauma, and it's really gonna keep you from getting too close to anybody. So
Create a wall and don't let anyone ever jump it.
Actually make it bigger as time goes on. No, I think it's important to know that we're young, and at this point in time, I don't think a lot of people actively are searching for serious relationships. I think a lot of people are more in the group of if it happens, it happens, but I'm not searching for it. I know that's like how I feel.
Yeah.
A lot of people my age and older feel that way as well too. So I think it's important to just always bear that in mind, and remind yourself that when you're in a date, when you're in a relationship with somebody like that, and you're starting to get attached really fast to somebody that you're hooking up with or that you went on a couple dates with, it's important to remember that you don't actually know everything about this person like you think you do. Like, you just know a romanticized, they put their best foot forward version of themselves. Like, think about how you presented yourself on that date. Does that reflect the real version of you? Or maybe this isn't even dating and you're just hooking up. But, like, is the version that you're portraying to that person your true, authentic, real self 100% of the time? No. So you don't actually really know who they are. Like, you don't know the inner workings of who this person is. You just know this, like, ultra, like, you know, personified person that they're putting on in front of you.
And the longer you wait, I promise the real version of them will come out. So just I would just wait it out, honestly. Wait as long as you can. I like to say 3 months is like the sweet spot of when you start seeing like someone's real colors.
And this is not really gonna, I guess, tie in very well to this other thing that someone wrote in. I'll read it because it's not a question. It's honestly a compliment. It says, okay, not a question, but I love how positive, healthy, and realistic you both are with your mindsets about relationships, dating, hookups in general. It's really nice to hear that not everything is perfect in the relationship and not all hookups are bad. So I'm actually going to go against that right now and tell you that thank you very much. It's an incredibly nice message.
That's a really sweet message. We do try to say that. Like, I feel like that's an important message for the podcast. Like, not everything's going to be perfect all the time.
No. So honestly, the best way to not get attached to somebody, and the only thing that has worked for me when I start to get attached to somebody, is dating other people. I know that's horrible, but I need to be exploring other options to make sure that it's not just the fact that this is the only person that I'm talking to that makes me so attached to them. Why am I attached to them? Like, obviously you're going to love the only egg in your basket.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so definitely, you know, date around, keep your options open. Don't tie yourself to anything too quickly because, you know, the last thing you would want to do is meet someone and then, like, really fast get together with them. And then, like, a couple weeks later, you find out it's, like, not the person that you're...
Then you break up, and then you have to post an episode on Valentine's Day being like, yo, we just broke up.
So we really don't want that for you. So just don't listen to anything Maddie has said on this podcast ever.
Seriously.
Only listen to me. Love my Laurinators.
I do want to go against everything you just said, though.
Well, shocking.
Just to be the devil's advocate.
Okay, Charlotte.
I think there's nothing wrong with putting your energy into one person because that just means you want to see where it goes with them and see, you know, what could happen. And, like, if it turns out that they're not the person you thought they were in 3 months, which usually is when you find that out, you could just break up. You know, I don't think that's
so attached.
Yeah, you're attached, but, like, at least you know. Like, to me, it would really bother me if I didn't pursue something that I wanted, like, to the fullest extent. So I don't know if this person's like that. If they're asking this question, they're probably not. But I don't see anything wrong with becoming attached if you can get out of it. Like, I was obviously attached to my boyfriend, but, like, when we broke up, I knew it was for the best.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Weren't attached to the point that you felt like you couldn't break up with him. That's the perspective that I'm getting here.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
If you are an overly attached person like that, or you feel like you're getting too attached, don't do what Maddie did. Maddie only did the thing that she did because she knew that she would be fine to break up with him if it wasn't working, which is what she did. And she stayed true to that, like, moral or, like, rule that you set for yourself, you know?
You need to make a cons list. Like, if you're attached to someone, and if you're attached and you're asking this question, I have a funny feeling
that you don't know them that well.
I have a funny feeling things aren't going that well. Like, why do you not want to be attached to them anymore? I think you need to reflect on why you don't want to be attached to them anymore and then be like, fuck. Yeah, I'm just over it. Because I find once I realize, like, okay, like, this is not for the best, you might as well get over it and try to move on to the next thing. Because why would you want to keep yourself in this situation?
We could go back into isolation any day, babe.
Yeah.
Like, take advantage of every hour of sunlight. Get out there.
Don't waste your time on something that you know you don't want to be in.
Hey, Lauren and Maddie, I love the pod, and I'm looking forward to season 2 of the Weekend Roundup. Once again, very sorry.
We're getting on this one.
We're getting to them. I know you both are PR queens, and I would love to hear more about your aspirations/goals in the industry and what made you choose public relations. All the best.
Great question.
Thank you. I'm glad when people
I'm glad people think I'm a PR queen.
I'm glad people ask about our schooling, so people know that we are educated. I do go to school. I'm on the dean's list, even though I can't speak verbally.
It's fine. Aspirations. You go first. I feel like you have more PR related aspirations.
Yeah. Well, I always wanted to do PR. I didn't always know what it was. I always used to say, like, as a kid that I wanted to, like, make commercials and stuff because I didn't really know what it was. And then around high school, my guidance counselor told me about this firm in Toronto called McIntyre Communications that her friend or a girl she went to high school with that owned, and it's a small boutique PR
Nice.
firm that works with companies that I'm really interested in, like NYX, the beauty company, Revlon, Spotify, just like kind of like lifestyle brands. And that's exactly what I want to do. I think if I go down the PR route, I want to work for a firm. I want to work with multiple clients of that nature, like makeup, lifestyle, beauty. Has just always been my niche. Like, I went to New York when I was 16 and I took a bunch of pictures outside the L'Oreal building. So I was like, oh, I want to work PR here one day.
Stop. That would be so cute. The Instagram post.
Yeah. And so I've always too been interested in McIntyre Communications in Toronto. Like, that's somewhere I've always thought about going and applying after school. And I love PR. I do think PR will be like my 9-to-5 job at some point in life, but at the same time, like, the podcast did throw me for a little bit of a loop.
Yeah.
Like, I'm falling in love with like creating the podcast and being an entertainer and creating content, and working for myself, has kind of really thrown a wrench in my plans, and now I don't know what they are.
Yeah. Podcasting is like super relevant to PR though.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly everything we do in school is applied to the podcast in some way, shape, or form. Like social media, reaching out to sponsors,
press releases,
public speaking,
media kits, rate cards,
everything. So it's like, okay, that's kind of a PR aspiration. I found out about PR in high school. I was on student council, and student council, I was like, oh, wow, like, I love student council. I wish I could do it as a job, which is super nerdy, I know. But like, I was talking to another guy on student council, and he was like, oh, I want to do public relations. And then I was like, what the fuck is that? And then talked to him about it. I was like, that's pretty much student council as a degree. It seems really cool. It seems like something I want to do. So I just decided right when he told me, I was like, yeah, no, that's it. Like, that's the one. So I did that. I did PR. I love my degree.
Me too.
It's funny because like I remember being really young and being like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to like run the social media for a brand? And then like in all my co-ops I did that. I don't want to do that now. I actually hate social media. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, that's how I kind of got into it. As for aspirations, God, I don't even know.
Depends on the day. I have heard so many separate aspirations from Maddie.
I do switch it up a lot.
I'm trying to think of a couple. Lawyer's been a long-standing one. I don't know if I want to be a lawyer though. Like, I'm looking into the combined MBA law program at Dal. I'm not sure if that's something I'm actually going to pursue. I know I'm going to take a year and work. I'm still working at my co-op, and they're doing like starting this new company in Australia, 3D printing homes. Super crazy. Like, the tech is just like so interesting. And they told me I could go to Australia after I graduate for like a month and help set up the brand. I've been working like on creating the branding. So I'm kind of just playing it day by day. But that's an opportunity I'm definitely looking into, and maybe even like doing that. I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like when you're in your degree, like, you have no idea what you want. Like, I was going to do sports PR. I was going to do like an agency. And then now I just have like this job offer for this really cool tech company. Like, you never really know where you're going to end up. But I mean, look at where we're sitting
and now,
right now.
Yeah, now we have a podcast that's like going to be a business. So there's just a lot going on. Not sure I have one set aspiration. I think for me, it's just kind of like seeing where I end up. That's never steered me wrong.
I've been saying that it feels like I'm in school, but my career started a couple months ago. Yeah. And it feels like I'm in school and trying to capitalize on my career starting right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not done school yet, so I'm like trying to do school, trying to focus on my career. They're both going at the same time.
Fourth year is weird like that. I think a lot of people end up with something like that. But another thing that I think is kind of relevant to this is like, I had this New Year's resolution in 2021 that was just like start saying yes to everything. Like, and that's a little unhealthy because I did get way too much on my plate. But once I figured out how to
remember when she
balance
ended up on a roof with a guy?
don't say yes to bad dates on Tinder. But I think that's just one thing. Like, if you don't necessarily know what you want to do, just start saying yes to every opportunity.
Yeah.
And you'll figure out what you like and what you don't like. I'm not sure if that's like, if you're asking how to figure out what you want to do, but for me, that was super helpful. And I've just, honestly, my life has improved like dramatically because I feel like I was such a naysayer before. I would just say no to everything. And now I feel like everything's working out. Everything's going really well. So that's where we're at. That's where we want to be.
As for plans after school, the answer that I've been giving people is probably some freelance work. Like I have a couple people that I've done freelance PR work with in the past that I like am still in contact with and I think are interested in rehiring me. And then honestly kind of throwing myself into the podcast and like trying to really elevate it.
On it. Yeah.
And I mean, you can imagine my parents' disappointment when I let them know that I was thinking about pursuing podcasting after school. Honestly, I didn't read the room because my parents were telling me that they really wanted me to go into government, get a good pension plan. I could retire early.
But Mom, I want to be an entertainer.
Mom, Dad, you don't understand.
It's not just a phase.
It's my business. So I told my parents that I am thinking about pursuing podcasting after school, and they took it as well as any parent could, but not really where you see your kid going. It's scary because there's no benefits
and
or
also like
steady pay, and you know what I mean?
People don't understand it. Like parents don't understand it.
My mom and dad don't know what the fuck I do in here. No. They don't know what's going on.
And thank God they don't. Thank God they don't. But I think they're starting to understand it. Like I think there's a little bit of credibility now with the studio.
When I got noticed out in public, that's when my parents were like, maybe we should pay more attention to Lauren. Maybe we should see what Lauren's doing.
Yeah, what's Lauren up to? Yeah, though, that's the thing. Like, I think if we could make it a career,
we will.
I think that's an aspiration for sure.
And if we can't make it into a career, then we're
Say
lucky
yes to something else.
We're lucky to enjoy our degrees.
Yeah, exactly.
Where to take my girlfriend on a date in Nova Scotia, and then in parentheses, where do you wish guys took you?
I love a good date. I love.
This is so cute. Thank you for asking us
seriously.
this. I love the partners of the people who listen to the pod. Like,
yeah,
so maybe this person actually listens to the podcast, but in my mind, I like to think that this is a guy who his girlfriend listens to the podcast and is like, fuck, where should I take her on a date?
And then he's like,
he
he listens to that. Like, she listens to that podcast. Yeah.
One
that's
time,
cute.
okay, I actually do have to say this. One time I was out at the Dome. Horrible way to start a story.
I'm like, where is this going?
And I was waiting for my cab. I was wasted. It was 2 days after we had finished season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I knew we were going on like this really long break, and my weekends had basically, because of lack of resources, my weekends had pretty much entirely become editing, filming,
podcast stuff.
Yeah, like just all podcast stuff. So I was like, I'm going fucking hard this weekend, and that I did. Roundup coming soon.
Love that.
But I'm standing outside waiting for the Uber to come, and I feel this girl tap me on the shoulder. I'm almost like I can't even really see anything. I'm so drunk at this point. And
not a good look for the brand.
No, it's really not.
Is it on brand?
Or is it exactly how you would expect to see me out in public?
I feel like it would be outside the Dome.
And she said, I listened to your podcast. I really like it. And I like grabbed both sides of her face and I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate you listening. And like,
not you,
I love your support. I was hugging her. Like, honestly, she probably regretted coming up and talking to me. I don't blame you. I've been waiting since the end of season 1 to apologize to you if you're listening. If you were the girl who met me outside of the Dome, I'm sorry. I was a mess. I was hanging off of you, telling you that I loved you. I do, but I could have been more appropriate about it. But anyway, all that to say, her boyfriend came over.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you're the girl that my girlfriend listens to on the podcast." That was more exciting for me.
Absolute
That
king.
was more exciting because you noticed her listening to us. You're a very attentive boyfriend. Nice boyfriend.
He's a good boyfriend.
Mhm.
Like she picked a good one.
No,
you
I know.
So
And
it's
then
like
he
good
was
for
like,
her.
And then he was like, "Oh, we gotta go. I saved our spot in line." I was like, that's a weekend roundup approved couple right there.
I love that.
Stamp of approval on those bad boys. But
That's cute.
as for good date spots, what do you think, Mads?
Date spots. I mean, I just think try to do something fun that no one's done before. Like, don't do putting edge. Don't do
Axe throwing.
axe throwing. Try to like, those are like fun dates, but they're like kind of basic now. They're played out.
I mean, you said on the podcast like your ex-boyfriend took you to like the dollar store. Like that was fun and different.
That was
you
fun
went
and different.
geotagging.
Geocaching.
Geocaching.
I still stand by it. Like that was one of the best dates I've ever been on.
It was fun because
Yeah.
it was different. You weren't just grabbing a drink.
Another, if you do want to just grab a drink, another date that I've talked about on the podcast before was when we went around and tried a bunch of Moscow mules, me and this guy from Hinge. And like, cause I had never tried one before. So then he was like, let me take you to the best spots. So we went to like 3 different places and tried them all. And that was cute because it was like something to talk about. Like when you go, it's like, oh, do you like this one? Do you like the other one better? So it didn't really get awkward. It was like, it was kind of a fun thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fun date. You know what I do like too? Like I know I just said don't be basic. I do like going to movies, and I don't go to the movies enough. Like I think it's cute. Like
I
let's go
just
see a movie.
I want to talk to them more.
I know.
Oh, I guess this is like for your girlfriend, so you
like,
guys know each other.
Yeah, like going to a little movie date.
I do love the movies.
It's fun
going
to like
with my
dress
friends.
up, go to a movie, get some popcorn. I guess you can't eat at the movie theater right now though because of the pandemic. So maybe wait.
Here
Don't
is
go
a
to
basic
movies.
date, but sometimes basic is fun. It's basic because so many people like
yeah,
it.
because it's fun. It's cute.
Taking like a bottle of wine out to Peggy's Cove for the sunset.
I was right about to say a bottle of wine to the beach.
Yeah,
But same thing.
Bottle
same
of wine to
vibe.
the beach too.
Yeah.
So fun. Like bringing
So
like
fun.
wine and like some food and going to watch a sunset somewhere. Or
Oh,
going for a
another good
hike. Like
one? That's like more summer.
Yeah.
If it's like right now, if there's snow, you should go sledding.
really
Like how fun is that? Like
you
just,
could bring little fireball Mickeys
Yeah.
and go sledding.
that's so fun. Like going sledding, doing something just random.
Mhm.
Especially when you're dating. Like I feel like you have so many opportunities to just like
Be romantic.
there's no pressure. So
and-
you can do literally whatever you want.
Mhm.
Yeah, sledding.
Sledding would be
I
fun.
think sledding's
If
so
you want to
fun.
go, if you want places, Maddie and I went to Obladi last night on Barrington, the
Obladi
wine
was
bar,
fun.
and it was candlelit, like really intimate, really
Yeah,
cute.
that's like a romantic
We said it was
date.
a good romantic date.
I guess it depends on the kind of date. Like I'm saying sledding,
yeah.
wine.
No, that's last night was like oh, I'm getting lost in your eyes.
You're like
kind
wine
of
and dining. Like
cute.
me and Lauren were like, whoa, this is like kind of romantic for us to be here.
it was
right
a bit
now.
intimate, the two of us. Like I was like, do we hold hands on the table?
The wine
like
was
I don't
good,
know.
though.
The wine was
good.
delicious. Yeah.
It was actually a poetry reading.
Yeah,
we
for
were
my
there, we were like,
boss.
this would be such a good date.
Yeah.
Unfortunate we came together.
We went to my boss's poetry reading at
Shout
Ocean
out.
Shores and Metaphors on Instagram.
Yeah, great poet. Great
Her
book.
book is Love in the Age of Quarantine.
Great book.
Get that on Amazon.
Yeah.
Katie, give me a raise at work. I'm giving you free
We're like, yo,
press.
you better be sponsoring. Yeah.
Anything that there is effort put in,
something out of the
your
ordinary.
girlfriend is going to love it. If
Yeah.
you put effort into anything, whether that be like leaving a note at home, like handwritten note that says like, we're going out tonight.
Yeah.
Wear something nice. I'll see you then. That
Doing
will make her day.
that, yeah.
You don't even have to take her somewhere spectacular.
Yeah.
But
Just
by
like
just doing
a little
something
surprise
like that,
moment, like out of the blue, being like, "Yo, we're going out tonight."
Yeah.
Like I
planned
want to take you
something.
out. I planned
Yeah.
something is such a good line. If a
Mhm.
guy texted me, "I planned something for us,"
Yeah. So
King.
basically, the biggest tip is just go a little bit over and
Yeah.
beyond. Like you don't even have to go a lot. Just a
No.
tad. Maybe for the date, get her flowers. Like make her
Mhm.
feel like this is a date.
anyone
That is the
listening
secret to
right
keeping a
now-
relationship alive. You're not just getting dinner. You're going on a date.
Yeah,
Sorry, I had to
exactly.
finish my thought before you
No,
got
yeah,
serious.
yeah.
Talk to the camera.
Anyone listening right now that has a partner, I want you to go to Superstore and just buy them flowers right now.
Regardless
randomly.
of gender,
Yeah,
regardless.
randomly.
Get them flowers.
Just go buy them flowers if
That's
you're
one
dating
of my
someone like in a
favorite things
relationship
to do.
to surprise them.
Mhm.
They can't know. If they ask for it, I don't want you to do it.
Mhm.
Like only if like you just want to do something nice, they would appreciate that so much. Because I think a lot of girlfriends complain like, oh, well, I don't want flowers if I have to ask for them. And it's like, just so you know, like every girl wants flowers. It's like just a thing. Like, and even if you don't want flowers, like, it's like, oh my God, you bought me flowers, you know? Like, it's just cute. So definitely just do something nice for your girl.
Go
Or
above
your
and
boy.
beyond.
Or that person. I don't know.
Make it fun.
Yeah.
Make it you. And make it feel like a date.
And just like put some thought into it. Like anything that's a little thoughtful. Like if you can bring in an inside joke, or like if you buy flowers and you get them in their favorite color, or like whatever their favorite flower is, if you know. It's always cute.
That wraps up this week of the Weekend Roundup. Thank you all very much for listening. Make sure you share the podcast with a friend. I'm trying to
Or a few friends.
Grow our big friend group here.
Yeah.
Share it around. Send it around. Get your friends to send in some questions. You know the deal.
Go international with it too.
Yeah.
Send it to your friends in other countries.
Send it out.
At other schools.
You know the vibe.
Yeah.
Send it out to your contacts, your peoples.
Yeah, of course.
And again, thank you so much to Underground Snax for treating us to all these amazing snacks.
Yes.
They definitely hooked us up. Check them out. They're on Barrington Street. Check out their social media, Underground Snax. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week, everyone, and we will talk to you next Sunday.
Talk soon.
Later. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Weekend Roundup. Be sure to like, subscribe, and press the bell button. Talk soon.